A5 and the UK title match. If you're with us in the building, make some noise. And it is 2 years almost to the month where these two actually went head to head to become the champion of the Anarchy tournament, and it's led to this point now. On the left hand side, representing Pride, an absolute legend from Manchester, representing Pride again. Go for Bobby Rex!
Go, Cubs.
And on the right hand side, the current UK champion 2 times, 2 years in a row, Battle of the Year, make some noise for Bizzo Bond!
As I said earlier, this is for the UK title. There's 5 judges to decide. The champion gets to pick who starts round 1. It's round 1 on Bobby Rex. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Premier Battles, the real hype, and I am Bobby Rex.
In real life!
So you see that belt you carry around with you? You need it more than I do. You haven't got a name without it. You're literally competing for your title. Today for me, win or lose isn't even sort of vital. But if you're not reaching for your belt tonight, it's because you're reaching for your rifle. Ready for blowing your own brains out because you're no longer fit for purpose. Pulling the plug on yourself because you know if you don't, you're going to see your shit short circuit. That belt around your waist is the only thing you have. Even bought your friends with it. Used it for getting in group chats. All because you steadied the ship. Briggsy gave you a big crew that see you at events, show you love now and give you daps. But when I sink you fast back to the bottom of the barrel that you came from, trust me, no amount of mid-tier performances are ever gonna bring you back. Championship material. If that's the stuff Bizzy's made of, just know that I am happy standing in shit, knowing that we ain't cut from the same cloth. I'd wrap rings around you on my worst day. Last time we battled, I just took a day off, and you capitalised on it because of your work rate, and I'm buzzing it paid off. But if I'd have smoked you like I should have done, you'd have been stuck on the page lost. That one guy who's been battling for years and years and years, and yet still some of us ain't watched. Now you battle some of the greatest that ever done it, the GOATs, who to us then became gods, and yet the fact remains that again, you are stood in front of me, Bobby Rex, facing roughly the same odds. You've had one classic battle, then just a bunch of stuff you can name drop, but who gives a fuck what the names was? Every single one of them choked and said nothing against you. Koj, Real Deal, Saurus, they all done him a favour, and now 2 years later you stood in the same spot trying to convince us you've leveled up. It's like playing Summit on Sega. You might have gone from Green Hills to Marble Zone, but it doesn't matter how far you go, you stay stuck on the same boss. Just like I said last time, nothing but biz as usual, stuck in the same box. But this is the problem with egotistical men. He's convinced himself that this is revenge for a battle from 2 years ago. But this isn't then. And bro, this isn't when. This is right fucking now, and I am spitting at 10. Yeah, I love you in real life. I won't sit and pretend that Bizzo isn't my friend. But Tony loved Manolo, and I've been sniffing again. You want to go to war? Okay, but I'm starting a real fight. I'll kill a battler for fun, but for a gold belt, I'm gonna carve him up real nice. I'm a Spartan, and I wear my heart as a part of my shield like Tony Stark, but in real life, fuck Bizzo Bond's punches, I've got scars from a real knife. That shit wasn't won, it was part of the deal I helped you get by under prepping, and that can't ever be denied. Normally he would die. There's no way, shape or form in which this fake fucks with me. So today I'm making sure he ain't afforded the same luxury. Over my dead body, layers of corpse in my grave comfortably, is where you'll have to put me before I let you take my place again. I'll cut your face up with some cutlery. The king is dead, but what a reign it's been. Bro, rein it in. You was fashionable for a little bit. Yves Saint Laurent, your time's been...
Let's go.
You was fashionable for a little bit. Yves Saint Laurent, your time's been, came and went. This is my house now, so please pay your rent. You've been living my life out, and today it ends, and my reign begins. Yeah, you might have had a cool running, but today Bob slays the king. You might have had a cool running, but today, today Bob slays the king, and it's time for you to go and get your own name and friends. Take offense. I don't give a fuck. I gave you everything, and today I'm taking it back, and it's being taped for evidence. Bobby Rex is cooking you, and that was only one round. Good luck for the other two.
Let's go, I'm really getting tired of this. I'm sick of the fact that it's happened again. 2 title matches, both against those I deem closest to me and class as my friends. This one reminds me of the Disney film Between the Man and the relationship he has with his talented friend, how the way he cooks is incredible whilst receiving support from his pal in his ear, which can only add to his strength. And today we've reached the scene where you find out, under all that cap, it's turned out to be a rat in the end. I mean, fair play.
Let's go, Biz.
I mean, fair play. This road to redemption you're on has been great. But I'm telling you right here, right now, is where it peaks, mate. This will not be another apex you reach, because today you don't beat fate, believe me. I am in no way trying to lose, Bobby. What do you think this is, a police chase? Let me get this out of the way. Let me get this out of the way. What the hell were you thinking? Taking the entire final of a tournament light, missing out on $2.5 grand, another trip abroad with a flight with a UK title match too, man. You really could have had it all in a night. But you thought I would have been a walkover, so didn't see the need to put up more of a fight. I mean, he even fell asleep on me in his first round. And got the biggest wake-up call of his life. I don't need to wonder why you're next up in line for another try. I'm unsurprised. I guess this season he gets special treatment, a little nudge and push behind from Bison Briggz the moment that you took his side. But he must have forgot I bodied 50% of his squad already. So you should have left me alone, stay tucked up inside. Briggz didn't even need to book twerk for the plug when I've already shook his pride. But I guess when you mix keeping composure with switching your focus up, you get a helping hand and a little dose of the league's main promoter's touch. Bobby Rex next in line for the throne after a couple mediocre shows. Yeah, it's so corrupt. The man for this match has been quiet as a mouse, but once he found the right click, all his options opened up.
Oh my god!
See, my theory.
Yeah.
See, my theory.
Crazy.
See, my theory is that staff want to see a new storyline for this scene, so it's an uphill climb that I'm facing. You just have to see the signs, how they preach and believe it's Bobby's time and mine's fading. The champ is on the plug next month. But check the card placement and height of where my name is. And now you're here trying to fill these shoes when the reality is you aren't even fit enough to tie my laces. I guess it's just one of the perks of having these friends in high places, and that's life, ain't it? Ever since I dropped that me to your right line, this whole ecosystem was never the same because I changed it. So isn't it crazy to see how cold they've gone? All because I've been nice ages, yeah?
Let's go!
All because I've been nice ages, yeah, it's vile, but enough motivation to really send Biz wild. Your involvement here is to be nothing more than another corpse sitting on top of a big pile, because I am fucking magic at this, bro. And the last thing they want to see is Bob in deep water like a witch trial, believe me.
Let's go.
You think cause we're mates I'm gonna fight? You think because we're mates I won't fight properly? You're here trying to steal some hype from me and still die probably. But yeah, take it as a compliment, because if I wasn't still making moves, then Rex wouldn't set his sights on me.
Oh my god!
This is not...
Oh my god! Crazy.
This is not a battle. It's a test to see what lengths you'll go to take my place and represent this league. You chose pride over glory, and we'll soon find out if you were right to select this team. So make as much noise as you like, but any disrespect, and as mates, this may be our ending scene. I'm talking Toy Story 5. It's the last time you'll hear you got a friend in me.
Oh, man.
How have we gone from enemies to pals? How have we gone from enemies to pals to enemies again? I never expected him to use one of the lowest tricks, finding a mate in me so he could hope and wish for complacency. It's almost like he's wrote a script. So for that, I'm wiping you off the face of this earth. And any evidence left of Rex, it won't exist. And that's what you get for trying to kill me with kindness just so I didn't have a bone to pick. Yeah, we're close. Yeah, we're close and bros, but I'm in no sort of position to chill. This is kill or be killed. It's Pride's wet dream to have him as the champ, squeezing him into the role until the position is filled. So much propane surrounds this man, overhyped and built up so it looks as though he's fitting the bill. But I know how to deal with the gas and take care of Bobby. It's another reason why I'm king of the hill.
He said the demand for this title match was underwhelming. What a pure melt. Of course it's underwhelming. It's your belt. King of the UK. Really? Is this your scene? You've been good for 2 years out of 10 and you lost to Tony D. That's when you hit your peak. It's all been pretty much downhill since then, and today it gets a little bit more steep. See, we don't know a thing about the king. Where have you been all week? Where have you been all week? I don't even know what you do for a living. I've never been your street. I speak to you every single day and I don't know if you're struggling or if you're sweet. So what the fuck am I supposed to write about if all I've got to go off is your tweets? But you know all about my problems, right? I still ain't fixed all these. You talk about it on the internet all the time. The type of shit you'll read about how Bobby Rex has fallen off and been on a piss poor streak. Or maybe how Bobby Rex has lost his job and needs to extend that loan another 6 more weeks. Or more commonly, how Bobby Rex is on the cess and how they bet have already sniffed pure keys. And this is coming from people that we've never met or seen, and yet you put it all in your rhymes and used it to fit your schemes. But bro, do you know I really had to live my fucking life for you to live your dreams? I really had to live my fucking life for you to live your dreams. And all you really care about is how to be a brand. But in order for you to do that, I had to be a real man. I had to win, had to lose, had to rise and to fall. And you just did what you do and stayed hiding indoors in your little media room, trying to galvanize some support, politely answering questions on a podcast. You and some guy awkwardly trying to force some kind of rapport. I'm only 5 minutes in and already I'm pretty bored. I usually don't make it through the hour, but I can't talk about you being boring, can I? Because as I've already found out, being boring is his superpower. So what's going to be the angle that I use to best attack him with? It's like putting a striker in the cage against one of them wrestling grapplers, but the one that's married to Steph McMahon, because you didn't even really win that belt. They just let you have the shit. You're really out here trying to build a legend status off the back of technicalities because they said that hard work beats talent when talent isn't working hard. And you know damn well nobody ever said you're talented. And the alarm bell's ringing yet. It's time to wake up. I'm bringing death to fantasies. 2 years you've had that belt and never set the standards which we expect from champions. Especially when you've added in your one and only title match before today wasn't even against a champion. Now he uses that shit as universal credit because he gets advances and doesn't have to put the work in. It really has them benefits and has them advantages. It's like when Leicester won the Premiership or Wigan won the FA Cup. Back home you're getting relegated, but internationally still gonna get a look. Do you think them big names really want to battle you? Did they fuck? You don't deserve a big CV. They'd never even heard of you, just heard that you beat me. But the But the version that he beat ain't the person that we see stood in front of him today. Now watch him permanently sleep. This verse is a clean sweep. Calls himself top shagger. Which bird is this sneak beat? So fucking desperate to be heard and to be seen. He thinks that getting girls is going to help what his worth is to these leagues. You're pathetic. You're a simp. And you're not someone to be proud of. And ain't it sad I had to take a substance just to give your round some. Well, today I'm going in to ensure a different outcome. They call you a king because you've got a belt. They called me a king without one.
You retired the day after losing to me.
At the battle of the year.
Sending messages which came across as quite deflated. Saying how you've had the maddest ride, but the passions died and it's time you faced it. So you're heading back to a standard life as you wagon drive, barely getting by on wages. And any other man alive would stand aside and wish you well, but not me. I embraced it. Told you you're one of the very best there is, and if you let your talent die, then your life is vacant. In a decade's time, you'd be having thoughts you could have been so much more, trapped inside your mind, which you hide away with. You wouldn't have 100,000 views in Battle of the Year with Shufflo if I just let you walk away and not even try to bait it. When Rivers no-showed you, I helped you regain the energy to clear him at the next event when you were tired and jaded. I motivated you for fate, pushed you to write for Gem when it was 2 days out after all that time you wasted, and today you stand in front of me, your potential met, and in your mind there's a title waiting. It's a fact of life. I really backed your side, kept the character you have alive, so no matter how many times you try to shake it, this can never be Bobby Rex in real life when you're merely inside a simulation which I created. And it was all part of the plan to ensure your talent remained in the scene while still keeping you at distance. I manifested all of this. They could make a Jurassic Park film where to bring a Rex back to life, I just have to speak it to existence. The real reality is, long gone are the days when you were poised to be a threat and Rex was really feared, making groundbreaking noises with his steps. Check his catalogue, his highest views in this day and age are when all of you were rejoicing in his mess. They only tune in when they hear there's drama afoot and you're making choices you regret. You might actually be the closest thing we have to Randy Orton as it gets. Because these fans don't pop the same for you now there's no voices in your head. Let's go! So you need to hear this from a friend today because you failed to see the signs and I might go nuts. They don't care about what you have to offer anymore now your life isn't on a tightrope much. How you want out all night sniffing lines so much and threatening in battles to throw you right so much. It's the same reason they tune in to Better Call Saul at night so much, watching in the hope there might be one more episode where White shows up. Because all that's left is this physically imposing style that we're tired of and it's dried out quick. I mean, try counting how many times he doesn't use his size within his rhymes to fight bouts with. I bet you couldn't even find 5 yet, I doubt it. The only thing you've got is being a big man in this ring. And even with that, Bob sat the life out it with the same old, boring, over-aggressive approach in the hopes that the jury will be left swayed. He doesn't even enjoy doing it, but knows it's his only way to move forward, so has to lean into it like a segue. And if you're observant, Bob's verses slowly become Bob's Burgers whenever he's on screen and you press play. How he always has to come up with a different way to sell this beef just to ensure that his rent's paid. Oh my God. We could battle another 100 times and in each and every match I beat you because you are self-proclaimed and I am the best the moment you check the stats and read through. And that should teach you for trying to play down the fact that I am the man and hope that all these fans believe you when it's clear I've made my home at a height you could never envisage, like a settling village atop a Machu Picchu. I don't care if you may dream of it perfectly, it's a daydream of absurdity. I can't let you destroy what I've built and dictate a plague scene of uncertainty. You might want to paint the town red, I'll turn those same teas into burgundy. Every fan in this room is a witness, because for over 2 years now they've seen a murder spree by a real killer, and it amazes me personally how you believe he's made it to this stage deservedly. Bodying Rivers What's body in rivers when you have a river of bodies like Hades in Hercules?
Oh my God!
So go ahead. Recycle the same slogans, lines and schemes today. They haven't realised yet when it comes to this you're still bleeding it dry. But these same people have seen me reach for the sky where the air is so clean this league's received a new lease as it breathes into life. I'm only here today to show you our roles are polar opposite within this scene as it thrives. You're here because you need to survive and I'm here because I keep it alive. It's different.
Listen, outside the battles, Bizzo's always telling me he's proud of me, showing me that real love. Says how far I've come the past few years and I should keep it up, because that must feel good. And I'll be honest with you, every time he says that shit, I just feel judged. Like, you don't know me, pussy. I ain't changed a bit. I'm still the same stain of shit I've been since 1986. Pussy, you don't know me. I ain't changed a bit. I'm still the same stain of shit I've been since 1986. I didn't change. My situations did. And yet you give me all this praise? Bro, I'm an atheist. I don't believe for 1 second what you say is legit. What am I even doing that's so different and amazing, Biz? I gave up taking drugs. You've seen me blazing spliffs. Plus, I wrote 3/4 of this battle on the 8th for sniff. And the fee that I got for this battle helped pay for it. But I'm doing good at life, right? I'm great at it. I took it one day at a time and overcame the blip. Which battles am I going to win today then? Take your pick. Maybe it's a breakup from a relationship. Probably going to tell me that he's proud because he heard me say I hate the bitch. And I said that on a track about a rapper because I like the way it fits. And he's like, you've really come a long way, bro. I'm really rating this. Come a long way from where though? Enablers. And you're proud that you're the person I come a long way from where though? Enablers. And you're proud that you're the person I replaced them with. You're the same as them, Biz. You're a plagiarist. Me and you are not mates. We're acquaintances. See, when you tell me that you're proud of me, as great as that maybe is, it just means that at one point you was looking down your nose at me for the way I live. And now every compliment is taken as a major diss. Notice, I've never said about Shotty, rap to Cold J or Briggz, and yet you made the list. Snake up, stage a pit. It doesn't matter, I'll make him quit like Nigga Madoff did. Or we can go hand to hand, or we can go hand to hand. Blaze of fist, it won't make a difference. Today we shift into a brand new era and it's a tailored fit. Throw as much shit at me as you want. You'll never make it stick and you will never be number one. Don't take the piss. You only made it this far because we gave you tips and because the judges versus unanimous were probably paid and rigged. As we all know, Bizzo really ain't the type to be taking risks. You can't let you then come and take my belt. Why? He gave you his. Fucking pussy-hole, you'll never be remembered as a GOAT. You're a pretender to the throne, and in a few short minutes, we'll be setting it in stone. There's a new king, nobody better for the role. Yeah, he's rough around the edges, but he says it with his soul. The people's champ, who went to get it on his own, even when they hated on him and tried telling him he won't. How do you like me now? I'm guessing that you don't. And like I said before, this isn't revenge. I'm just settling what's old. And you don't have to give it all back. I'll settle for the gold. Let's see what bookings you get without it. Let's see what legends you can gold when you haven't got your magic ticket that helps you get on any show. And yeah, you knew this day was coming. You've been dreading it, I know. That's probably why you're always on the internet these days, begging it the most. Like, I would really, really love to battle at any rapper with a reputation better than his own. It's fucking sad to see. You're supposed to be the king. Rose petals getting thrown. They're supposed to ask to battle you, then Briggsy messages with yo. I've just been speaking to Disaster, managed to get him on the phone. And I'm thinking next year, yeah, then everything's a goal. But with you, it's pretty different, because not everybody knows who the fuck you even are. They have to sell it them for dough. And with all of that considered, and not just for the sentiment it holds, I really think it's about time Prem's belt ended up at home.
I completely get how this is full circle for you. as you seek to make amends by beating me and with a vengeance. But I'll turn the day you try to erase that memory into a need for a remembrance. See, whether you like it or not, you can see from the consensus you're only here playing a part in my history again in front of all these people in attendance. At this rate, they might have to build the National Museum of Bizzo Bond. And Rex's bones will be the first thing that greet you at the entrance. It's your fault. It's your fault why today I'm treating you as nothing more than an enemy instead, while you try and downplay everything I've achieved, knowing fine well it can't be said with any chest. This man has had the ingredients for years. The problem is that the recipe's a mess, because you won't go to the lengths I'll go to for this scene, and that's why you're falling short of legendary Rex. They call me Battle Rap's Rocky Balboa, embedded in the flesh. That could never be you, when you're not willing to take all the necessary steps. Believe me, I am so proud of the path that my friend's on. I am actually. But this was never going to be the body you expected to see today. You're dead wrong. If you think I came here to throw the towel in, stand aside and pay respects, then your head's gone. I mean, yeah, I came to the jungle with flowers for you, the red ones, so I feel sorry for whoever he faces next. Last time I just brushed the surface. This time I'm leaving zero signs of life or even the remains of Rex. I understand this need for you to retrace your steps, and to beat me in a repeat, it will be the greatest flex. The only issue with that though is it's me, and therefore a complete waste of breath. I am your Achilles heel, your kryptonite, your least favourite test. So just like advising a domestic abuse victim, please save your threats, because every road from here on in, it leads straight to...
And then come on, man, let's go! Run it back! Let's go!
Please save your threats, because every road from here on in, it leads straight to death. I don't want to see any sympathy towards him, people, when he's made his bed for choosing this lone shark in the hopes that he'll repay his debts. Let's go. So please don't blame me when he's dead and buried. I don't want to see a soul intervening or getting him any help. He's the one who signed up to be king of the jungle, like I'm a celeb. So I'm putting him through more trials than the Secretary of Health. Yeah, I does this. I does this. Grown into so much more than to only be known for nice punches, whereas all he cares about is you, sending him flowers online in tight bunches and standing inside the lines where there's shine. The guy loves it. What else do you expect from a Lion King? He only gives a fuck about where the spotlight touches. Let's go. The spotlight touches, so let's hit him with the facts. When I was lower tier and you were the star, I stayed behind to take notes, making scribbles in the pad while you were always missing from the class. He stands here today with a reputation mixed between still living in the past, and these fans will finally forgiving him at last. When it comes to our mark on this scene, we both had an impact in our own right, but there's a difference in the splash. See, I'm known for making waves. Rex is known for ripples in a glass. That's why...
Bro, what?
Go. For ripples in a glass, that's why he adopts all these animal forms, because if you check his career, it fits with the dialogue, how he went from feared to a king, then blamed for the downfall, causing havoc in all of his vital shots. Can't you see how he went from Rex, lion, scapegoat, to a bull in a china shop? See, until the day after we first matched up, every big chance he had was a plate which he squandered. Dr. Frankenstein, you had a couple screws loose, till I went at your neck and created a monster.
Oh my day! Let's go!
Picking you back up after being the one who knocked you down, to me was one of the hardest things. Slowly putting him back on his bike and removing the stabilizers kind of felt like I had fathered him. He locked himself away for days. I'm the one who pardoned him, taught him how to paint masterpieces with the same brush he used on his own image and was tarnishing. When he says go and get your dad on the phone, it's just good old Bob. It's one of his bars, it's a part of him. If I say go and get your dad on the phone, I guarantee my phone would start to ring.
Oh my God!
That's why I couldn't care less of whether you think it's true. Your loss to me triggered every last bit of the development in you. I am the one who keeps you grounded, the limestone sediment in your shoes, your affection whenever depression begins to loom, and your entire requisite of fuel. And now you're here playing checkers with a perfectionist at chess with every move. The same hand that helped you up, Bob, has the power to close the whole entrance to your tomb. That's why after today, this whole animal persona is no longer relevant to resume, because you can never be a king of the jungle whenever you're stood next to your elephant in the room.
classic battles. We are at match day 5 and we just witnessed an absolute classic title match. If you love that battle, make some noise. First of all, shouts to these two. It was weird watching these two battle. I felt like my parents were fighting. I didn't know which way to act. But I'm absolutely sick the battle turned out the way it did, and the deserving winner will walk away with a belt as well. We did go to 5 judges, and every judge gave the battle 2-1. I'm walking away with a belt. And still the Premier Rounds champion. Premier battles. Yourself locked in.
Will judging the title match. I didn't get to enjoy that as a fan. That was horrible. That was a dog fight. Such a good, best title match on PB so far. I gave Bizzo the first, Bobby the second, and Bizzo the third. So yeah, still the champ for me. Bizzo 2-1.
Well, yo, it's your boy Mo, not Moak. Please ensure that it's all caps. Yeah, judging the title match between Bizzo and Rex. That was a fire battle in general. For the first 2 rounds, I thought, let me note down the things I like, things that I might take away from each battler as a point or whatever, this and that. So Rex went hard in the first round, but because he stumbled a couple times, you know, I scored him like 9 points from lines that I specifically liked and whatever. But for the 2 stumbles, I took away 2 points, so 7 points for Rex. Bizzo just came strong, flawless round, so I gave him 10 points. Round 2, Rex was bugging, the counter writing was crazy. I was just like, the way I felt like this was a perfect second round. Like, I was like, the way he's got this second round angled, I was like, whatever he comes with his third round, if it's strong enough, then he will take the battle cleanly. I gave him 15 points for that. Bizzo was also sick, another flawless round, but it just wasn't hitting as much as Bobby's round, so I gave him 10 points. So going into the third, it was 1-1. And I thought, you know what, this round, let me just be present and stop taking notes. Let me just actually feel what's going on in the third round, since it's 1-1 anyways, you get it. And Rex, I felt started strong or whatever, but I felt like, I don't know, it wasn't as strong as his second round. It didn't overcome his second round or whatever. Like, it was still a good round, but it just didn't overcome his second round. Like, I was like, if you deliver a second round like that, you got to follow up with a round that's either on that level or like surpassing. For me, it didn't really do that, but I felt it was still a strong round. But let's see what Bizzo has to say. And Bizzo was just mad clinical in the third round. Like, and the thing is, for me, that sealed it. Despite the haymakers or whatever, it was just the closer. It was just like, he finished solidly. Like you can spit a sick third round, but if you don't close it well or whatever, it's just like, okay, you leave it open kind of thing. But Bizzo, from start to finish, boom, straight, clinical. Every line was hitting, and it was just. And the thing is, the little detail I noticed was Bobby was just like, nah, I'm the fucking guy. He was trying to convince himself, like, don't listen to Bizzo, whatever he's saying. He's like, I'm still the fucking guy. I'm still that. Like, he was like, nah, fuck whatever you're saying. So you could tell it was getting to Bobby. Once I saw that, I was like, nah. But that's no slight on Bobby. Bobby still did really well. Like, from that second round, I was like, I don't know where the fuck this battle's going from. Bizzo with the composure, with the stone cold killer face, he just did what he does, man. So 2-1 to Bizzo, first and the third. Rex with a great second round. Rex with a great performance in general anyway, but Bizzo, that's why he's the champ, man.
It was Rivers, ABK Judgment Team. First round, both was crazy. First round, I gave it to Bizzo Bond. The punches was doing a lot for him in that round. Second round, Bobby put out an unbeatable round. It was an unbeatable round. It couldn't have been beat by whoever was there on that day. Third round, I feel like everything Bizzo said in his third was almost like an answer to what Bobby said in his third. Do you get what I'm saying? So for me, it just gave him the edge. Tipped him over. I got 2-1 Bizzo. Fire battle. Bobby's third round was crazy. Bobby's second round was crazy. His first round wasn't as good as the other two, but it could have gone either way. But yeah, Bizzo for me, 2-1. Salute to them both. And still, innit? Yeah, and still.
Yeah, Giz judging that title match, fucking crazy title match. I'll make this quick. I had it 1-1 going into the third. I had Bizzo taking first, Bobby second was fucking crazy, and then it all came down to the third for me, and I feel like Bizzo edged it, man. So I had to go with Bizzo 2-1, crazy fucking time. It's probably my favourite time match of all time. Go.
Welcome people, it's your boy Troubz. I am the plug and I'm judging Bobby Rex versus Bizzo Bond title match. Crazy battle. So first round, very good battle. Bobby came out the gate with it. I gave the first round to Bizzo. Actually, I actually thought that was the clearest round of the battle, and it was still fairly close. I gave the first round to Bizzo Bond. Second round, I felt like Bobby went absolutely crazy. You know the thing about Bobby? Bobby is very self-aware of what Bizzo might. It felt like he was attacking and counter-writing at the same time. Like he's breaking down points that Bizzo might say about him, and not only Bizzo, a lot of people's public perception that might think Bizzo is what Bizzo's gonna say. You know what I'm saying? So I gave the second round to Bobby in a crazy round. Third round, he came down to the third round for me, and the third round was very close to me too. Bobby went crazy, and when Bobby went on his third round, I thought this is gonna be a tough round to beat, man. Tough round to beat. I literally edged the third round to Bizzo. I felt like he stayed focused, he stayed composed, and he kept elevating his round. See, Bobby rolled up as he went, but I feel like, see, Bizzo's rounds keeps on getting better and better as they go. You see what I'm saying? As you're hearing, he keeps on getting better. So I gave it to literally a 2-1 Bizzo Bond crazy battle. Definitely a battle of the year contender. Yo, salute to these man. Crazy battles, plug shit, you done.
Nice one, Troubz.